Hi. How many of you feel that there is someone out there holding you back? How many of you feel that there is something out there holding you back? Let me tell you a secret. There is no one out there that can hold you back, and there is nothing out there that can hold you back if you don't allow it to. There's a saying by Wayne Dyer that I hold very dear to my heart. We are all a spiritual being having a human experience, but most of us think that we are a human being having a spiritual experience. And because of that, you're belittling yourself. You're belittling what you truly are and becoming someone that you're not. It's only when you are aware of your truth, of your consciousness, of knowing who you really, really are and what are you doing here, that you can live in that present moment, that you can be in the here and the now. Most of us think it's so hard to live in the moment. It's easier said than done. But let me tell you, with those thoughts, you will never get there. Because let me tell you another secret. Your mind does whatever you command it to do. So if you are telling your mind that it's easier said than done to live in that moment, to be present in that moment, you're pushing yourself away from that moment. It is only in acceptance that we can be in now. It is only in surrender that we can be in now. If you're facing a problem, being in the now is because you have chosen and gotten so comfortable living in that victim mode. It is easier for most of us to blame others for things that are taking place in our lives. It is easier for most of us to point the finger outwards. It is easier for most of us to say life is happening to us. Just imagine the shift. Just imagine in whatever situation you are in now in the present moment, if you could accept that moment, if you could embrace that moment, and if you could believe or choose to believe that life is happening for you instead of being in the victim mode that life is happening to me. How would that shift your life? How would that shift your emotions? How would that shift your thought? Just changing your statement from life is happening to me to life is happening for me. How would that shift the way you look at your life? Something to reflect on. I strongly believe that awareness is the key to moving forward. And hence, I've chosen to share this message out there just for us to pause and reflect on making some small changes in our life, to move forward in our life, to becoming a better version of ourselves. Things don't change overnight. Rome wasn't built in a day. It's about taking those baby steps forward and forward. I felt my life move forward in a positive manner very quickly, just from the fact that I shifted my perspective from the victim mode and stopped myself from saying the statement, life is happening to me, and shifted my perspective to the surrender and the acceptance mode, whereby life is happening for me. And by just shifting that sentence, it changed my perspective on many levels. It was, no matter what took place in my life, I was able to see meaning beyond that. I was able to embrace that moment and move through that moment gracefully, elegantly. And by doing that, I was able to live in flow, and I was able to be involved in the moment, but yet be detached from the moment. And that living is just magical. I hope you enjoyed listening to this video. I hope you were able to reflect on some areas and some elements in your life. I hope that you find this video useful, and if you do, I would like to invite you to subscribe to my channel, because it is of utmost pleasure for me to be able to connect with you. It is of utmost pleasure for me to be able to share a little part of me with you, and it is of utmost pleasure for me to feel like I could possibly inspire you. Thank you so much for being a part of my journey, and I love you.